hotel is the Central 5-star hotel, so you're the luckiest group because you're in the best hotel of the city, in the city center, which is overviewing the monument of our national poet. Every country has a national poet, so in our case it's Taras Shevchenko. You can see his statue and the wave. The wave has characters of his poems and Virgin Mary that is protecting the population of Ukraine.
OK 嗱，大家見到舒夫登高啦，即係每一個地方有個坡人啦，本身舒夫登高Paris 舒夫登高就係呢度嘅坡人啦，咁因為點解佢咁出名咧？就係呢個民族主義者一路啲幾日都講緊，你見到一個波浪波浪嚟講咧有好多咧就係佢哋嗰啲叫做同埋中間有好多啲人，就係佢哋當地嘅。咁本身中間就有呢個叫做係話聖母瑪利亞，大家知道啦，呢度本身而家再老呢一個天主教都係。Okay.
Over there you can see a tower with a flag, and it's in the very historical city center of Lviv, Market Square, and it's a city hall tower, and people go up, though it's very windy there, to see panorama of Lviv.
Can we go up?
No, we won't.
Later on. 唔係而家
Tomorrow afternoon.
係啦，嗱中間嗰度咧就係呢一個叫市政廳，其實本身所謂嘅 UNESCO City 咧就係佢個舊城區，就係入邊。呢度就係市政廳，啱啱係佢中間嘅地方。咁個市政廳嚟講咧，係多拿上輩啊，14世紀已經係建成，即係所以依家已經有600年嘅歷史，係屬於呢個 UNESCO 嘅 heritage 嚟嘅。咁嗰度中間係市政廳啊，咁呢個就係佢嗰個叫中塔。咁如果咧有興趣可以咧去到中間嗰度咧，就係上到去當然要另外俾錢啦嚇。咁啊上好窄嘅樓梯上到去上嗰個頂，嗰度可以咧望翻落嚟呢一個南景咁樣嘅。OK。
Here you go. But also the market square is also a kind of commercial, touristic. It's more touristic where you can also exchange money, buy souvenirs, go and eat. So it's a kind of more new center of Austrian time, and that one is from more old period of the history.
How to pronounce the name of that guy?
Pardon?
National boy.
National?
National boy. How to pronounce it?
Taras Shevchenko. Taras Shevchenko.
Taras Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Taras Shevchenko. Okay.
So this man lived in the 19th century, and his poems were translated in more than 20 languages of the world, including Chinese.
Yeah, I know the Chinese name, but I just want to know how to pronounce it.
Maybe we are too fast. We have a little bit to slow down.
Long legs.
I have 3 children and I have to feed them, so that's why I have long legs to run fast. All right. Everybody thinks you're from Japan. All right, so I want to stand with my face to you, facing you, because behind me there is a beautiful building of our opera and ballet theater. And since yesterday we have fontaine. Fai, you already know everything, you can do it without me. So the Opera and Ballet Theatre building, built from 1897-1900 in 3 years at the time of Austro-Hungarian Empire. The government of Austro-Hungary wanted to make a big avenue here for military parades to show the power of the empire. But very quickly the World War I started and there was the end of this empire. But we were lucky to have got this opera and ballet theater, plus all this side of the avenue was built at the time of Austro-Hungary. That side we also have a building of the National Museum of Ukrainian Icons and a bit of all the buildings. At the time of Soviet Union, instead of this fantastic fontaine that the young people use for refreshment in summertime, there was a monument to Lenin. And Lviv was one of the first cities in the Soviet Union to get rid of this ugly monument. Today, opera works all days, but Monday and Tuesday mostly it's like days off. But we have performances, classical and in Ukrainian language and ballets, and the tickets are very cheap, you know.
Yeah.
Incredibly, yeah. Tonight it's Monday. I doubt that there is any performance. Usually Monday, Tuesday they don't work.
Monday and Tuesday they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they close.
They close. 好啦，嗱各位，大家見到呢一個咧就係歌劇芭蕾舞學院啦利維夫嘅唔係學院 ，sorry 劇院咁本身嚟講咧係屬於哈斯堡王朝即係奧地利當其時所興建嘅，咁本身用咗3年嘅時間，由呢一個
Do they arrange any tour inside?
Gorgolevsky.
係咩 George Bolevsky 咁樣呢一個啦呢個哥哥仔咁就好衰唔衰？咁喺條河嗰度咧，佢話：喂，呢一條而家變咗條大道，一定啦要起間咁嘅嘢啦。但係大家知道喺河嘅中間，你如果要打地基起嗰個叫做係會唔平衡嘅，即係好容易咧啲水土流失，係啦冧落去啦。咁話説起咗，佢就鬱鬱不歡死啦，會冧。話説咧好邪喎，咁卒之嗰個哥哥仔自殺死咗。話説佢自殺之後咧，突然間冇事可能佢嗰個叫做夙願就係話唔好冧唔好冧我，好冇面好冇面咁之嚟講咧就冇冧到，咁擺翻喺度呢個係 Pova 河有條河喺度嘅呢度，下低而家仲係條河嚟嘅，其實即係只不過係佔高咗嘅。
One thing I understood from your speech that you spoke about the river, which is underneath. I didn't mention yet, but he knows everything. Yes, we have a city sewer river that we had in the past. This river was a very important means of transportation in old times for merchants. So they were having small ships and they were placing their goods and they were coming from the north and west of Europe by this river to Lviv to sell their goods. And Lviv became a center of trade in the Eastern Europe. That's why the city developed.
OK 咁呢條河啦，都係以前啦好有裨益啦，對於佢哋嘅商業，因為本身就係因為嘅做航運呢度就變成咗好似東西方嘅交嘅樞紐就變成咗東方嘅一個好重要嘅貿易城市，所以 Lviv 亦都係啦，喺嗰陣時開始係叫崛起，即係喺呢一個14世紀嗰個叫做係話期間咯因為本身係波蘭嘅期間嗰陣時係波蘭嗰陣時呢度幾時係呢一個奧匈咧就係喺翻呢個3次瓜分之後，其實應該係咧喺差唔多第1次瓜分已經係俾佢劃咗過去嘅，因為1772年嘅時間已經劃咗過去俾呢一個奧匈嗰邊啦咁另外嚟講咧有一樣嘢咧係。
This city is located on Silk Road. Silk Road. I had tours from China that were called Silk Road itinerary. Silk Road.
絲綢之路。絲綢之路。
And the Greeks called this place because of the salt. All this Western Ukraine was called Halichina. Halus means salt in Greek. And that was a very expensive product in the past. So there was a way from salt, exactly, salt.
Okay.
From Baltic Sea to the Black Sea, this whole itinerary was coming through our lands. And the Greeks called it the salt, Halichina. There is Galicia in Spain, but it derives from Gauls, the tribe of Gauls. Our Galichina comes from salt.
But the salt is coming from Poland, is right?
Not exactly. Poland has salt, but also 100 kilometers to the east from Lviv, there is a place called Drohobych, and it was a big resource of salt in the past.
Okay.喺east, from the east, 100 kilometers from the east, the name is called?
Well, Drohobych is, to be exact, it's northern direction of the city. Northern. It's more north.
喺大概100公里左右嘅北邊嘅地方，一樣有呢一個鹽。其實最多鹽咧，以前係邊度咧？波蘭。波蘭其實咧有錢嘅原因，亦都係因為有鹽礦。所以你見去 Krakow 嗰度咧，咪有個鹽礦嘅？嗰個鹽礦好大嘅，嗰度係幾百公里㗎。咁以前鹽係代表咗咩咧？等於黃金。係啦，黃金唔止係錢咁簡單，因為大家知道啦，點解係等於你話而家啲鹽值錢？ 錢嘅。但係以前嘅鹽點解咁值錢咧？就係因為啦，以前咧所有都係叫做係話畜牧業、農業為主嘅。咁但係大家知道以前咧凍天係好凍嘅，咁點算好咧？咁啊凍起上嚟咧，以前未有冷氣，未有空調噶嘛，咁啲豬牛啊、馬啊嗰啲咁嘅嘢係點算咧？咁你冬天嚟講咧，如果係咧會全部凍死嘅喎，所以佢哋通常冬天嘅時間就會劏晒啲種牛種即係劏晒啲羊豬醃鹹佢啦，係啦。咁所以香料力都重要，所以威尼斯控制香料點解變成咗啦？可能係5000倍或者係話更加多嘅叫做係話倍數因為佢只係一個中間人，所以佢能夠收到呢一個叫錢啦，係香料嘅入口啦。咁另外呢一度咧鹽都係好重要嘅嘢，所以鹽係等於黃金，邊個有鹽就邊個發達。所以咧波蘭好發達嗰陣時，因為好大嘅鹽礦幾百公里嘅鹽礦就係咁嘅情況。OK，
Oh yeah.
鹽路嚟嘅呢條係。
Photographs in front of the opera.
Okay.
Yeah. Go by the market of souvenirs called Vernissage. It's the place open every day from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. and there you can buy handcraft.
Okay.
今日去
Pardon?
Different type of
Yeah. Different from Kiev, you mean different people, yeah?
different type appearance, the face, and then skin color.
Okay.
Do we have to bargain and buy in here?
I'm not sure if all the group wants to go and...
Not now, we do later.
Yes,
Is
you
it
can...
open tomorrow?
Tomorrow it's open as well, and till 5 o'clock you will have chance. So after lunch you can go and buy. You can bargain. Usually they give 10 to 15% discount, not more. It's not like in Turkey that you immediately get 50%.
10 to 15. Okay, that's it.
It's because they increase the price and then they give you 50 discount. It's typical Asian way. We don't have it in Lviv. It's more 10-15% discount. You'd better have Ukrainian currency, but people can give you change from dollars and euros there.
Okay.
Okay?
So you can bargain?
Yes, 10 to 15%, usually not more. 15, 1-5.
150.
Yes, you can buy the Ukrainian embroidery, those tablecloths. This is all handmade.
The embroidery, it's very famous here.
It's very famous. It's our national tradition.
Oh, is it? What kind
And-
of pattern is it for the embroidery?
Different. They are multicolored,
Multicolor.
made on linen, so it's a more grayish to you, or
So flower
It's-
or tree or...
no, it's a special ornament, and it depends on regions. Every region of Ukraine has different pattern,
Ah, I see.
and it became already a fashion trend in clothes to have embroidered clothes.
So it's on the skirt.
In the world fashion even, not only in Ukraine. In a week time, we will have a big celebration of the Easter, the biggest Christian holiday, which is 1 week later from the Catholics, because we follow Orthodox calendar here. And everybody will be dressed up in the embroidered clothes, and it's very beautiful, spectacular.
Yeah.
Yes, this is embroidered clothes,
Embroidered,
national clothes. Everybody has, everybody. Lviv has enormous quantity of churches. It's 115 active churches. The city student population, it is not as big as Kiev. Kiev has 5 million and Lviv has 800,000. So 115 churches is a huge number. 115 active.
So actually,
Yes.
100 or the population here.
800,000.
I mean, 100% is Orthodox or is there any?
No. Well, actually, we follow Orthodox calendar, but the church is called Uniate. This church recognizes Pope of Rome,
Oh, okay.
but all the rest is like in the Orthodox Church. In the past, we were a part of Poland and Austro-Hungary, and there were many more Catholic people, so most of the churches were built as Catholics. But later, they were given over to Ukrainian Uniates. This church is called of God's Transfiguration. Typical Ukrainian uniate. So here in the west of Ukraine, the church is different from the one in Kiev because it subordinates to Pope of Rome, but it is not a Catholic church in all aspects of this Catholicism. All right, so 80% of population are Ukrainian, they speak Ukrainian. About 9% are ethnic Russians.
Oh, Russian.
And then we have a small quantity of Polish people, Belarusian people, so all the rest is 20%. Lviv is most Ukrainian-speaking city in Ukraine. Like in Kiev, you can hear a lot of Russian language, while in Lviv, it's very, very seldom when you can hear.
Between, for example, say thank you.
The difference is the history. Lviv, from the 14th century, was a part of Poland.
Okay.
400 years. Afterwards, we were a part of Austro-Hungarian Empire. So the state language was German.
Okay. Oh.
Ukrainian language was spoken in villages and rural areas, but people preserved it. And the east of Ukraine, Kiev, they were for so many centuries under Russian Empire. That changed their mentality, that changed their language, so they changed everything. And that's why we are so different, even now, after we are one country for already 27 years, 28 years. This year we'll celebrate 28 years of independence of Ukraine in August. And nevertheless, we are one solid country, all Ukrainians. We are really different because of the history.
Okay. 簡單啲講啦，其實本身嚟講咧，佢話嚇呢一個咧西烏蘭呢一個
Дякую.
係更
Дякую, like in Polish.
因為本身呢度主要有80% 都係講呢一個
Дякую.
啊，但係以前本身嚟講
Good morning.
呢度啦，曾經譬如頭先。
Доброго ранку.
咁然後咧就去到呢一個係奧匈啦，即係等於哈斯堡王朝啊，當其時控制。咁後期本身嚟講咧，先至係話喺二次大戰之後，先至係話再去翻呢個蘇聯啦。如果你話真真正正嚟講咧，我當佢係話統一啦，到而家啦，其實係20年嘅時久，即係1991年，佢先當係話真正嘅叫做係話大聯合啦。咁本身所以嚟講咧，呢度係烏真高咁重要，所以本身佢哋能夠保留翻啊。所以點解呢一度咧，佢話咧係烏克蘭化嘅好烏克蘭啊，即係呢邊可能咧就係第時領導翻獨立西烏克蘭變成咗烏克蘭嘅地方就係咁樣啦。OK。
Okay. It's not the smallest, it's the oldest. I said that we have 115 churches. My aim, 115. My aim is not to take you to every. But this church, which is behind me, the entrance, it's the church from 1363, so 14th century, 14.
OK。
It's
即係68年啦，呢一個。
from 14th century, 600 years old.
OK。
This is the QR code with a lion, because the symbol of the city is the lion.
Lion City 呢一個。Lviv
means lion.
mean lion。OK。
Yeah, Leo, exactly. Lion and Leo is the same word, and the founder of the city, King Danilo, named the city in honor of his son Leo.
OK。咁本身嚟講咧，呢度已經係咧一個14世紀嘅 church， 68年㗎啦，亞美尼亞 church 呢個。
Armenian Cathedral of Assumption of Our Lady. You know that Virgin Mary didn't die. She went to sleep,
OK。
and her soul was taken to
聖
heaven.
母升天教堂嚇，即係呢一個係亞美尼亞嘅聖母升天教堂。OK。
Armenian community is very old in Lviv. It's since 14th century.
亞美尼亞咧本身嚟講，以前有亞美尼亞人喺呢度喺14世紀嘅叫做係話其實。
So they lived in their own quarter, and they were not mixing up with the other population, with Orthodox or with Jewish or with Catholic. So they lived secluded.
即係佢哋本身自己就群居喺呢一個 courtyard 呢一度啦，因為呢度有好多個唔同嘅叫 court 就係咁樣。OK， 小心。
Today we have the community of about 1,500 Armenian people, so it's not very big. 500 Armenians.
1,500 就只有 Armenian people 以前啦。But nowadays 係嘛
Today, it's today. In the past, there were many more Armenian people, but this community is very small.
Nowadays 1,500 about。而家係得翻大概1,500人喺呢一度啦 ，Armenian 嘅亞美尼亞人啦喺呢一度。
Armenian is the oldest church in the world, so
亞美尼亞啦係最古老嘅叫做係話 Church in the world 係啊。
So Armenians accept Christianity before Roman Empire, 20 years before Roman Empire, and the church was called Armenian Apostolic. Apostle is disciple, the pupil of Jesus Christ. So according to the story, Bartholomeus and Thaddeus brought religion to Armenia.
嗰兩個人啦，what's the name?
Bartholomeus
Bartholomew
and Thaddeus. Yes.
Thaddeus 咁就係啦，就係咧將呢一個咧叫做係話天主教啊，就係引入到去呢個 Armenia 嘅 in which century they going to
301
公元嘅4世紀嘅期間
First century
係啦，即係比呢一個羅馬接受天主教係更加早啊。Okay, the first one 啊，佢係 OK。
So tomorrow at your free time, I really incentivize you to visit Armenian Cathedral. It has unique frescoes of the 20th century of a famous Polish artist, Jan Henryk Rosen. They are very mysterious frescoes where you can see ghosts, for example. Yeah, fresco paintings.
係啦，20世紀嗰啲濕壁畫。
Ghosts.
Ghost。鬼嗰隻係。
Good ghosts, because these are ghosts of monks. The entrance fee is 5 hryvnias only, and the church will be open till 8 p.m. So you're welcome tomorrow.
你係有興趣嘅，咪走入去睇下咯。只係開一個廁所嘅價錢，你就可以睇到佢哋咧入邊嘅叫做係話壁畫啦，好靚嘅，係啦，濕壁畫啦。OK。
Excellent. So please tell the people that we have here gingerbread manufacture. So the kids have party today, and they are having marzipan Easter eggs, and they are going to the gingerbread manufacturer also.
Oh, okay.
We turn left here.
I know. But I show them the gingerbread.
My guests want to make photos with Ukrainian children. Today we have a short day at school, and the little children were taken on the tour, and they received a lot of sweets, marzipan, Easter eggs, gingerbread, a lot of candies, and so they are really celebrating this wonderful tour in the city. And there is a street musician. To bye-bye. До побачення. До побачення.
Thank you.
You can say easily, Papa. Papa.
Papa means bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you.
Дякую.
Just like German, danke.
Danke, yeah, it's a bit like Polish is dziękuję, so it's similar. All right, so now we are walking along Armenian Street. Armenian Street. From here we can see exterior of Armenian Cathedral, which is on the left side. And this is the bell tower. And this whole courtyard was a cemetery from the 14th till the 18th century. And through these gates you can see the tombstones covering the ground and the Calvary, which is almost 400 years old, which is made of wood.
OK， 阿美利亞 Church 呢度嗱，大家見到呢個係其中一個佢嗰個側邊嘅 courtyard。呢個 courtyard 係乜嘢咧？本身嚟講啊，大家記唔記得啊？同享天主光榮啊嘛，咁本身有名啲嘅咪葬喺嗰個叫做係話地下室裏邊咯，其他嗰啲咪葬喺出邊咯。呢一個從14世紀去到叫18世紀嘅時間啦，就係一個墓園嚟嘅呢一度，葬喺樓下墓園嚟嘅。當然啦，去到18世紀啊，因為嗰個叫做係話驚住啊傳染病嘅叫傳播啊，慢慢咧就係咧將嗰啲叫做墓啊咁咧叫做移咗出去出邊啊，所以點解呢度咧有個大嘅公墓就係咁解啦。
Here we have mystical houses. For example, this is the restaurant called Dr. Faust, and it's the building known from 1632, and there lived an alchemist, a magician.
Chemist.
Alchemist. Alchemistry, it's a kind of magic.
Magic.
Magician there lived. Okay?
But that magician is for showing for the people or
No.
like a doctor, like a doctor?
Yeah, like a doctor, but he knew recipes, and some people thought that he had a contract with devil,
Okay.
you know.
巫師啦，真係係咯。
And there you can see Mason's sign. The next owner of this building was the member of the Mason Lodge, you know, the organization of Freemasons.
Mason.
Masons.
Masons. Right.
That's the sign of Masons.
Okay. Mason. 餐廳特佢以前佢話呢一個咧係嗰啲叫做巫師啊，咁喺嗰度咧做嗰啲藥啊或者咩嘢啊嗰類咁嘅嘢。咁變咗嚟講咪有個特色咯，咁變咗可以睇翻呢個餐廳。呢度其實最重要係前面呢度，我哋去睇一睇啊。
This place, if you remember the gas lamp,
Gas lamp.
it's
It's also the you said the magician called magician.
these are magical drinks.
Yeah, magical drinks.
Like, well, it's a joke, of course. It's different shots,
Yeah.
and they are called like immortality shot, invisibility, you know.
Yeah, like you just say that one called.
Yeah, so this is alchemistry.
Or chemistry, just like before.
Yes.
You said to me.
So this is the restaurant museum called the Gas Lamp, and there you can see one man sitting and one looking from you from a window, and it's these are the inventors of the gas lamp actually in 1853.
This one or this one?
Both, two of them.
Okay. 大家見到呢度啦，好有特色啊！見唔見好多嘅燈啊？係咁啊！另外咧，仲有一個銅像，咁啊上高兩個哥哥仔啊！咁本身點解有玩燈喺呢一度咧？因為其實話説啊，呢一個叫做火水燈，就係由佢gas lamp 佢又唔係煤氣燈火水燈就係呢一個叫尼維夫本身係發明嘅。火水燈博物館，所以係呢一度。咁而家係變成咗一間餐廳嘅，但係本身嚟講咧，就係佢呢兩個哥哥仔一個喺呢一度，一個喺上高咁就係發明呢一個火水燈。
哦，
上高同下低兩個。
So this restaurant museum has a big collection of the gas lamps of the 19th century.
19世紀嘅時間
So what's that drink? Very colorful.
These are different shots, liqueurs, and there is a name for every, like immortality or invisibility liqueur or against the charms, you know.
It's like cocktail, right?
Yeah, it's like a cocktail, but it attracts people's attention because it has funny names. Yeah. Like the blue one is the immortality drink.
Just like the powder water.
Well, it has alcohol. It has alcohol, but not very strong, so it's not more than 18 degrees, more or less. Liqueur. One of them was a Jew, another was Armenian. And they worked in one pharmacy. They worked in a pharmacy and by chance discovered a particle of gas or kerosene. And so this kerosene lamp was made in 1853 in Lviv.
係火水燈啊！喺呢度發明係呢度發明。我以前第一次嘅時間我都唔係好記得，但係我記得係好似係英國啊或者乜嘢㗎嘛但係原來呢個係火水燈啊，係火水燈，係啦火水Sorry.
The fuel of the airplanes.
Who is Armenia?
This is Armenian and this is a Jew.
How can you see?
I know, because I saw the photographs of the Armenian inventor and he had very big beard and mustache and longer hair. But the style at that time was similar, so both of them have mustache and beard.
Okay.
What's this person doing?
It's the concept of the monuments. So, like, one is sitting at the table, another one is like trying to send some message to speak to his colleague. For you to raise your head, because you always go watching the cobblestones and you have to raise your head in Lviv. You can see a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a shelf there. You can pull it and people leave coins in it. Our city is very famous for different thematic restaurants. So there is some historical fact or famous personality. And the owners of restaurants make a subject, a theme of it, and make a theme restaurant. And they are very popular in the city.
Oh, you know, my selling. It's like the cover.
Yeah, this is the old medieval mask.
Oh.
And the Europe had lots of diseases that were not cured. And you know who was wearing this type of masks?
Yes.
Who? People that had what? Disease called syphilis.
Oh.
And on the last stage of this disease, it was the bones had inflammation.
Oh.
And the infected person could be seen by his nose that was not fine already. So they were wearing masks in medieval times.
Cocktail 咯，佢話有火水喎，有支 tube 俾你，火水嚟㗎。
And the cocktails are offered in tubes, like in the lesson of chemistry. So you drink your shot from a tube. So when you come to Lviv, you can back to the time of 300-400 years ago to see something very old, not only the buildings, but some personalities from the past.
係酒嚟嘅，係酒嚟嘅，因為點解佢其實就係中世紀嗰啲巫師嗰類咧，咪會整呢啲咁嘅藥酒啊，或者藥啊俾人哋，咁呢啲咪吸引啲咯，即係其實呢一個係幾影響，係即係比較合適。
Dangerous. He's healthy. Yeah. You'll see a lot of young people in the city. They work in restaurants and cafes, and the average age of Lviv citizen is 39. So we have very young population.
OK， 好啦，我哋繼續啦。哦。
There's a secret. This shelf moves out.
Okay.
You can move it out, and it has coins. No coins. Okay. You have to leave some. Usually, people leave the coins there. Yeah. And then you can see the nose of the inventor polished. So people make wishes and they touch the monuments. It's a typical tradition. Shining nose,
都係
yeah.
啦，有啲咁嘅叫做講法啦嚇，即係見咗會好運，所以你見到佢變。
You must know this gentleman already.
I'm selling souvenirs.
Yeah, he has his kind of postcards and all of that.
How much? 30 grams, 30.
€1. €1.
It's my own picture.
I live in
A death
41st
wish floor.
Are you scared of height?
No,
Okay, that's
no,
fine.
but we don't have this such high skyscrapers. We don't have them.
Have an open space balcony. So if you step outside, you can see all the way down.
To get a gallery.
No, I'm not afraid, neither of claustrophobia nor of the height, nor of spiders. I have no.
Oh, you're very brave.
I'm not afraid of death either. The only fear I have is that I have 3 kids. I hope I don't die soon because I want them to live well and have their life organized. Then I can go.
One political
Yeah.
question I want
Yeah.
to ask you.
Yes.
During you separate with Russia, Russia gives you a lot of nuclear weapons and military factories and ships. But later on, is that because the U.S. want you to give up all these weapons?
Yes.
So the U.S.
Yes.
will support your economics.
Yes, there was a deal that we get rid of our nuclear weapons, and actually we were without army, military, and weapons, left without nothing. So we started the war without anything.
Yeah, so that eventually the U.S. didn't give you any support.
By now, no, we want to be the member of NATO, but we can only be associated member, not the real one. So. And if you like coffee, Lviv is the perfect place for that. We have over 1,400 coffee houses in the city.
1400間嘅 coffee house 係全世界最多 coffee house 嘅城市，有啲所以咖啡出名1400間。
It's the House of Four Seasons. It's Academy of Arts of Lviv. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4。
Yeah. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, and the signs of zodiac on the top. It's the Faculty of Academy of Arts.
Four seasons 啦。
Four seasons
4季。
in Latin. Yeah.
係拉丁文係啦。Four seasons。
Then we have the workshop of marcipans. Then we have little workshop of chocolate tools. So screwdrivers, scissors, hammers are made of chocolate. Dead ending, and it has a ladder on the facade of the building. So for philosophers, I always say it's the way to heaven.
The real ladder.
Yeah, it's a real ladder.
Real ladder。
Yes, it is really touching the sky.
天梯。
Pragmatic people say it's the way to nowhere. But I always say if you have problems in your life, you cannot solve them out, you can come to Lviv and then you will always find your way out of any situation because of this ladder.
OK， 天梯啊，有條好中意呢條街佢哋因為點解咧就有一條天梯，咁即係證明呢度咧成日都有嚿雲喺度。唔係有嚿雲，你個天梯唔似噶嘛。
So you have to raise your head in Lviv.
成日都
see
真
things.
一條梯嚟，天梯有條。
It's a cafe, it's art cafe. They have live music concerts there, and it's a very famous place
OK。
called a Spinning Top Cafe.
係啊，天梯啊。
And now you will have a great surprise. Your eyes will be open wide because we go to a place that has an exhibition of Easter eggs. It's the square where we have Museum of History of Religion and the Active Church of the 18th century. called Church of Corpus Christi.
Dominion Church.
Dominican church in the past 18th century. And since a couple of days we have the festival of Easter eggs.
Okay.
They were made by different artists and they are all very, very special. Here is a picture of Franz Xavier Mozart, who was the youngest son of the great composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. This man lived 25 years of his life in Lviv. He had a fiancée here, that's why he lived here for so long. And the first time the world heard a requiem written by Wolfgang Amadeus, Requiem, a very famous requiem. It was in Lviv and the Aegidius of Franz Xavier Mozart. We have a very famous Mozart festival every July, so I invite everybody who likes Mozart music to Lviv in July for the whole week.
每逢7月份啊，有呢一個音樂會，咁就係咧莫扎特嘅叫音樂會啦，莫扎特個仔。咁呢一個係咩咧？大家見到個莫扎特唔係嗰個莫扎特呢個莫扎特嘅細仔，因為莫扎特嘅細仔曾經喺利維夫呢度25年，就係因為為咗後邊嗰個女嘅，即係佢女朋友It's not her wife, it's not his wife.
His fiancée.
Fiancée. Not married. 冇 marry 㗎
Forever fiancé, okay.
Okay. Fiancé.
Sometimes love relationship can even last longer than marriage.
Okay. 咁本身嚟講即係未婚妻啦，佢嘅未婚妻一路上25年，所以莫扎特嘅細仔就喺呢度25年啦。所以點解有幅咁嘅畫？所以咧呢一幅畫裏邊咧後邊有個女，知唔知咧？留意就係佢啦。咁而咧我哋咧再嚟到啦呢個啦，大家見到一個係 Baroque 形式嘅巴洛克式嘅教堂，呢一個就係多明尼加教堂，因為以前呢一度係屬於多明尼加人啦，叫做係話集中嘅即係叫做結集嘅地方啦，咁另外嚟講咧，仲有呢一啲咁嘅叫做係話復活蛋，因為呢一個係復活蛋叫做節咁樣啦 ，festival 啦，展覽咁本身全部都係。
Pardon?
The Easter egg.
It's a festival. The artists made it.
The artists make it?
Artists made it.
No,
different artists made it, and it's every year we have festival of Easter eggs. So it's like you leave donation and then you can go inside and take pictures. Tomorrow it will be also available and you can come. Now I'm sure you want to see this beautiful church of the 18th century.
我哋入去睇一睇啊！呢一個
Can go.
Baroque 形式嘅 church 巴洛克式嘅。
Gentlemen, take off your hats. Ladies are okay with the hat? It's okay.
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 係啦，男士要除帽入去睇嘅。
The church was built in the 18th century according to the project of Flemish architect Jan de Witte, and it was called of Saint Peter and Paul. Today it's called Corpus Christi Church. It belongs to Ukrainian Uniate, and it still remains its beauty. It has oval shape, it has pews, it has beautiful altar with wooden statues of Saint Peter, Saint Paul, and 2 evangelists. On the upper level, you can see statues of saints. They are painted, the wood painted gold, gilded.
Fresco 就係濕壁畫 ，icon 就係一塊木板，跟住即係佢哋聖上壁嗰啲咧。Fresco 就係 Fresco 直接就係。
係咯 ，Fresco 就直接插落嗰啲係 orthodox 嘛。
都係
icon 同 Fresco 都係 orthodox。
係，同埋呢一個馬賽克都係。
模式都係嘛？
係啦，模式都。
That was Catholic Church. You can clearly see by the altar. But today it belongs to Ukrainian Uniate.
因為本身東天主教都係屬於嗰陣時係，但係而家唔係啦其實本身嚟講就直情啦，你仲有見到啲凳啦，見到呢一個雕像啦，啲雕像啦，全部係啦，唔係 icon 唔係用 icon， 唔係用 fresco 啦，又唔係用呢一個模式，你就知道啦，同埋本身嚟講咧， 歌德式同埋呢一個叫做係話baroque 啦 ，baroque 你見到啦，其實係扮一聲嘅，即係好華麗嘅。其實就喺17世紀嘅期間嗰陣時先至係話咁樣，因為皇帝呢個係 baroque 咯，巴洛克式係啦baroque 巴洛克式因為佢都光猛啊，點解話唔夠光猛？唔夠光猛嗰一隻係羅馬式。羅馬式係啦。因為佢已經係用晒呢個槍。其實我都冇分清羅馬式係邊隻。羅馬式。再抄羅馬式。可以睇睇。
At the Soviet time, this church was a part of the museum. Museum was in the building of the monastery, and this museum was called of History of Religion and Atheism, because nobody believed in any God. The God was the communism. We were lucky because the Soviets did not destroy this church, so it's the heritage of Ukrainian people and the world as well, because it's on the heritage list as well.
呢度喺蘇聯嘅時間啦，就係變咗做呢一個叫做中爆嘅，好似博物館咁樣啦，係啦。咁啊，所以保存得落嚟啊！如果唔係都冇㗎啦。其實咧，佢哋星期日應該係其實星期日每個星期日應該所謂嘅安息日都係要巴士。係星期日咯，係咯，星期日安息日啊嘛，安息日就係要巴士咯。嗰陣時有時讀過，但係天主教其實係可以俾你食呢個叫做冇血嘅肉，即係白肉嗰啲你係可以食嘅。雞有血。但係即係你要唔有血咯，你咪一係你就殺到佢全部冇血即係冇血冇紅出嘅淨係白肉但係咧其實東正教係一定係食齋嗰日
So this one here,
Yes?
the Orthodox is left, right, or
Yeah, left, right is for Catholics, and
right, left is for Orthodox, is it?
right, left is for Orthodox, left, right is for Catholics.
你嗰個就啱咗，呢度係講呢個。
因菩薩小德信。左右就係天主，右左。
所以如果 Orthodox 就咁樣咯。
Orthodox 係點啊？
左右咯。左。咪右左咯。右。Right left for Orthodox, is it? Right.
Right, left, yes.
Right,
left.
You take the fingers together, which means Holy Trinity, right? So Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. I'm Orthodox, so I'll be doing it right, left.
天主教一定係咁啦，唔使講啦，天主教就係咁樣咁即係咧，佢同佢調翻轉咪東正教咯，咁咪就係咁啫嘛。
Father and Son and the Holy Spirit, Amen.
天主教就一定係咁啦，慣咗手勢啦嗰陣時，咁樣。
This side first and then this side.
Catholics left and right. Orthodox, I'm Orthodox right and left.
落堂又要念聖母經天主經、聖母經日日都念啊。因為佢當年嘅家人。都係冇語啲。
People say that we have more monuments in Lviv than in Kiev.
Yes.
Probably we had more famous people, and this man was famous. He lived in the end of the 19th, early 20th century, and he was the artist. The artist who finished only 4 classes of school, but he introduced the style of primitivism in art. He didn't finish a single academy or university. He was a self-educated artist. His name is Nikifor Drovnyak, so he was Ukrainian, who lived on the territory of Poland, where there lived a big ethnic group of Ukrainians. And he brought big changes in art of his time. So the monument is made of bronze. The artist exclaims, Eureka! So some new idea came into his mind, so he raises his right finger. And we believe that if you have artistic wish, you have to hold the finger of this artist. People who are shorter are able to reach his nose only.
It means he have a little bit, I forgot the...
He had autism, actually. He was autistic. Autistic, and he finished only 4 classes of school. Yeah.
本身有少少嗰啲啦嚇，原本呢個咁本身嚟講咧就冇接受過即係任何嘅即係好少嘅教育嚇，咁而嗰個即係有少少即係頭腦有問題嘅啊，但係嚟講咧佢咧就係咧自學嚇去呢一個嘅藝術家，咁啊變成咗咧一個好成功喺即係19世紀末20世紀初嘅一個畫家，係啦，即係。唔知係有智障啊，定係叫做係乜嘢嘢啦？係啦嚇，即係變咗嚟講咧係即係智力有問題，應該係話即係智商有問題啦，智力有問題啦，或者，但係咧佢就咧憑自己嘅即係佢中意愛畫畫嚇，咁然後咧就自學，咁啊卒之嚟講變成咗咧一個好出名嘅畫家喺即係20世紀初嘅時間。
Make your wishes.
天才以白痴咁樣。
It's easy from behind. I can show. That's very easy. Yeah, you just climb up. Just get on it. Yes. Yes, go to your dream. Bravo.
What's the name of the problem? I don't know.
His name of the kind of art? Primitivism. Primitivism. Primitive it was. Well, he did graphics with a pencil, and this style of art is called primitivism. Primitivism.
Original.
Yeah. You are a naughty client. Here we have flea market. So these are leftovers of fortification or defense wall of the old Lviv. And here we have the market of old coins, badges, second-hand books, so we call it traditionally flea market. And this is the statue of the first printer. The man named Ivan Fyodorov came to Lviv in 1564 and printed a book called Apostle in these years, 1574. The monument is from 1977. It's very Soviet style, but the man did very important thing for Eastern Slavs, printing the first book in Cyrillics. He is our Gutenberg. The German Gutenberg printed the first book in Latin, and Ivan Fyodorov the first book in Cyrillics.
But this one is the first one to print what kind of book?
Apostle. It was a religious book, and the second book was the ABC.
In what kind of language?
It was called Old Russian language, which was common for all Eastern Slavs, for Ukrainians, for Russians, and for Belarusians.
Okay.
We had the same language, kind of.
Like Cyrus that time.
Pardon?
Like
Cyrillics. Yeah, Cyrillics.
Okay.
The alphabet that we use now, we don't use Latin alphabet, we use Cyrillic alphabet.
Yes, Cyrillic. Yeah. 本身 in which century?
16th century.
16世紀呢一個哥哥仔就係咧本身咧叫做咧印啊，即係複印啦。呢一個叫做係話《使徒傳》嚇，《使徒傳》咁本身嚟講係第一本叫做喺呢一度嘅叫做係話複印嘅書。你見到呢一個咁嘅形象好似好叫做共產化嚇啊，因為本身嚟講係前蘇聯嘅時間所做嘅，但係因為本身咧好多嘅蘇聯時間咁樣都推冧咗啦。譬如你頭先睇嗰度咩利維夫歌劇院原本係出邊有個月亮像啦，推冧咗啦。咁啊呢度原本應該推冧，但係因為佢本身咧對於呢一度咧好有建樹啊即係大家嘅唔係淨係因為咧蘇聯嗰啲咁嘅叫做英雄人物，所以係保留翻喺呢一個叫做地方啊。And also,
yes, this is.
複印 print 係啦 print 第一個 print。
Yeah, we have come to the place where the Orthodox people lived, and on the right side you can see the complex of the Orthodox Church of the 16th century.
嗱，咁嗰邊嚟講咧就係東正教啦，嗰邊地方好多可以見到呢一個咧係16世紀嘅叫做東正教教堂。
The Church of Assumption of Our Lady, the Chapel of Three Baptists, and the Bell Tower of Korniakt. Korniakt was a Greek man who was a mecenate of this church.
Okay, it means here have two church, you just say.
Chapel and church.
Chapel and church.
And the bell tower.
And the bell tower.
And this is the leftover of defense wall, authentic wall of the 14th century.
呢度可以見到啦，14世紀嘅期間嗰個佢哋嘅城牆啦，古老城牆啦。
This is Ukrainian Orthodox Church of Kiev Patriarchate. So the churches are different in Ukraine. We have a few of Moscow Patriarchate. This is, this is Autocephalous. So this is Ukrainian Independent Orthodox Church. Yeah. On the opposite side of the street, you can see the building under reconstruction, and it's the first insurance company in the city. Built in 1905. Today it's the city polyclinic of Lviv. So this is the medical institution. There is a clinic, and the polyclinic is the place. Multifunctional. Multifunctional. It has mostly general practitioners, and people belong to certain polyclinics. So I live in my district, I attend my polyclinic. I cannot go here because my family doctor is in my polyclinic. It's the system of the Soviet medicine. And every citizen has his kind of polyclinic where he goes, depending where he lives.
I cannot go there.
If you live in the city center, you go there because your family doctor works there, so he is available for, let's say, 10, 20, 30 houses in the city center. One doctor responsible. Another doctor is for another number of streets, but it's all the city is divided into districts, and every district has its polyclinic.
Okay. 醫療合作社 OK 係啦，咁呢一度本身咧個綜合醫院啦咁本身就係話啦即係等於社區醫院，但係嗰個社區就係幾多人就係咧冇嗰幾多人咁啊，你唔係嗰個社區就唔可以嚟呢間醫院就係咁樣嘅情況。地區醫院係啊，仲要係唔俾人去嘅，小心。唔係醫院即係譬如我呢個社區，佢係家庭醫生嚟嘅即係嗰陣時蘇聯嘅時候咁譬如我呢度住咗100人，嗰100人登記咗咧，我係呢個社區啦，我只係可以咧嚟呢一個即係叫做醫院其他嘅人咧，即係你唔係住喺呢一度嗰100人咧，你係唔嚟得呢一間，你要去翻你自己嗰個。
如果係沙田嘅威爾斯唔可以去聯合咯。
係啦，冇錯啦，係啦。
即係唔可以跨區。
唔可以跨區仲要係登記咗嘅。係啊。唔係嘅。係啦，唔可以跨區。香港都係咁㗎。
We are missing people. Some people are still there.